Peter reads too many books and supports what is currently the UK's worst professional football team. Which team is that, Peter?
Blackpool.
Not right. Okay.
4 wins, 4 managers.
I'm gonna believe you that is probably the worst team. When he's not doing either of those things, he's either thinking about technology policy or helping deliver open addresses, and that's what he's going to be talking about now. So, giant round of applause. Prove that you can still applaud for me. Come on.
Thank you very much. Open addresses, we've got a logo. I mean, on the left there, some people think that's orange, it's not, it's tangerine, which is the colour of Blackpool Football Club. I didn't do that, the branders did. So open addresses. Firstly, open data. People earlier on were asked to look up the definition of open data. I'll put it on the slide. Sorry, spoiled all the fun. Open data can freely use, reuse, redistribute. It can be adapted. You can create derived works from open data. Subject only motive to share, attribute to share, and give attribution. That's what open data is. Now, addresses, so the address is where you live, where you work, where you visit. This is not open data. There is no open address data set in the UK. Your address, if you see it listed down on the list, if you see it on the website, typically that's actually owned by somebody. It has intellectual property in it. So we're going to try and fix that. Okay, so currently it's owned by Royal Mail, Land Registry, Geoplaces, a very, very complicated set of IP rights. We're going to build a platform that brings together that data. It's a really complex task to try and do that. There are, I think it's 20 million addresses in the UK, is the estimate. We've already got about 20%, we reckon, on our Alpha platform. We're building it at the moment, just over on a few desks just around the corner. And we're going to bring it together in a platform. Now, a lot of people, when we've been around and said, we are going to rebuild the entire UK address data set, have said that's not possible. And we've said that could be true. You might find we can't actually do it. We can't do it without infringing on somebody's IP, and we don't want to do that. So if you infringe on that IP, it's not open data, and that means people can't use it. Hackers can't use it to build new stuff. So there's two hypotheses. We like to set these things up as quite scientific little things. We're saying, hypothesis one, they're actually monopoly information assets. We can't unpick it, and we can't rebuild it. It's a possibility. So I spent some time actually earlier this month last month on FOI request to the Land Registry, and I proved that the Land Registry's biggest data set with addresses in contains Royal Mail IP. So it contains the Royal Mail's database rights. This is Land Registry prepaid data, so it can't put it in the platform. If it contains their IP, that's their business, that's their asset, they can look after that. But hypothesis two, that we hope will prove to be true, and we're going to try and prove that by March of next year, is that we can build it, we can maintain it, we can make it sustainable. So it has to be sustainable open data so people can build businesses off it, academics can use it. Hopefully the census in 2021 can use it. They spent millions last time around building a new address set. And we want to do using modern collaborative approaches to data management. At the moment, addresses are created when somebody tells your local authority that they've created a new road. That then goes into a process, pops out 6 weeks later, or when the postie walks down the street and finds a new house. He writes it down on a piece of paper, passes it back in, somebody taps it in, 6 weeks later it pops out. And that's why some of these things go wrong. It's why sometimes your broadband doesn't get installed. It's why your parcel gets lost, it's why the ambulance gets lost. So we're going to try and fix that. Now, first thing we came across when we did this, there's been a lot of work going on for the last few months. We're actually in what we'd call the alpha phase at the moment. We're going to be finishing alpha at the end of November. Look at the requirements. The first thing he says, people think of addresses and the address data set as being for post and for mail. Not the case anymore. It's a really important thing, but it's not the only thing. Using the geocoding with associate address with areas, you do analysis with them. You can link it together. People want to actually do linked data on the web using addresses, what we call a uniform resource connector. Uniform resources, it's the URI. What Tim Berners-Lee, look earlier on, we'll talk about with being part of the semantic web. So we're going to try and fix that and build those things up. Those are requirements. When we look out there, we talk to people, that's what they want. We go through the whole host of user groups. It's not just the mail and delivery, it's the construction firms. They build a new house, they want to get it in there. Sometimes those building sites want to receive post. They can't get it into a data set right now, so we're going to try and fix that. So can we get it in? And can we make that as near real time as possible with APIs, etc. Marketing, academic research, third sectors, public sector individuals, or others. If you want to build businesses off it, they can do that. It's open data, it's their choice. We just want to give it away, not for profit. modern collaborative maintenance, this is really going to be the key to what we try and get to actually make this happen. You know, it's not going to be a case of walking down every road, fun as it may be for some people, not really going to work. We're going to bring in bulk data sets where we're going to publish rules to say, here is how you tell if some address is clean of IP. If you can find that, send it to us. We can bring it into a platform where we can track the provenance of it. So if we find it's wrong, we can take it out again. We can have near real time for APIs. So one of the ideas is actually we could have a little game. You could replicate Google's Ingress, so you could own a street by running down. Or it could, by coming down there and put some data in. Or when you order a pizza online, you find address isn't in the list. That just gets squirted into our platform, and the next time you go and order a pizza, it's there. Professionals, bringing those in. So we're doing a lot of mathematical work to bring inference and things together. And just people can just type in their address on the website and just say, I want my address to be open. I don't really want to own it, I'm just going to type it in. If you type in your address, it's free. We can do that. So you can help more online. Look at my address, look at open addresses you get. Cool.